For 200 years, the standard for confirmation of a federal judge in the United States Senate was 51 votes. That is how the Constitution has operated. It's how the Senate has operated for most of this country's history. Indeed, no Supreme Court justice in history has been defeated because he was filibustered. The only arguable example is Abe Fortas, who ultimately withdrew the nomination in the face of a scandal. No justice in history has been filibustered. The notion of filibustering federal judges was largely the invention of Chuck Schumer in 2001 when George W. Bush became president, and Senate Democrats then began unprecedented filibusters of federal judicial nominees. I hope that next week the Democrats do not choose to filibuster Judge Gorsuch, a candidate for whom they voted unanimously just a decade ago. But if they do, I am confident that the Senate will return to the rules that have governed that body for 2 centuries. One of the easiest illustrations of that is to recall the nomination of Justice Clarence Thomas. Justice Clarence Thomas, I believe, has become one of the greatest Supreme Court justices in history, but we all remember that his nomination was highly controversial at the time, that Democrats were very animated, that my friends who are protesting over here were no doubt very animated about Clarence Thomas. And yet Justice Thomas was confirmed with 52 votes. Not a single Democrat demanded a filibuster. Any individual Democrat could have demanded a 60-vote threshold for Justice Thomas. Ted Kennedy did not demand a 60-vote threshold for Justice Thomas. He was confirmed with a simple majority. That, if the Democrats make the ill-advised decision to filibuster next week, will be the rule to which we return, the rule that has governed the Senate and Supreme Court nominations for 2 centuries.